of a daring age, a city alive, a turning page. Jazz flows free through the midnight air. Dreams and despair hang everywhere. Raw and wild on the edge we stand, building castles and shifting sand. We dance, we sing, we chase the light through the shadowed halls of a fragile night.
Waves of particles, everything goes in Berlin.
A feverish dance on a cliff so steep, celebrating dreams we barely keep. Berlin, oh Berlin, the world's open door. A melting pot, a city that soars.
The scars of war, they linger still. Echoes of hunger, wounds that chill. Wheelbarrows of marks, flames for the cold. A history etched in stories told. But Berliners rise, they fight, they dare to craft new worlds from broken air.
We dance, we sing, we chase the light through the shadowed halls of a fragile night. A feverish dance on a cliff so steep, celebrating dreams we barely keep. Berlin, oh Berlin, the world's open door. A melting pot, a city that soars.
Is this physics or
fever? Wer bist du? Ein Fakir?
If you seek the soul of this wild machine, try the man with chalk-stained sleeves. On the other side of silence.
Ah, Herr Bose, so good to finally meet you in person. Come in, sit down.
Professor Einstein, it's a great honor to meet you. I'm pleased to present you with our translation of special relativity into English.
You do read German, so why do you need an English translation?
Your work is now available to thousands of eager students in India.
Wunderbar! Thank you for that. So, what shall we talk about?
Professor, may I be frank?
Please.
Ever since I stepped into the city, I feel like an imposter in a cathedral. But now, sitting here with you, it's somewhat...
Herr Bose, do you know why I responded to your paper?
Because my results match Blanc's?
No. I've read many such papers. But you imagined something new, audacious. Your method of counting quantum states, that was brilliant. You turned everything upside down. Outdid Planck himself.
I didn't set to outthrow Planck. You swap two photons and you get the same arrangement. Photons are indistinguishable.
And why stop at photons? Why not matter as well?
Matter, that's different. Atoms have identity. You can count them and label them.
Can you? Or is that just a comforting illusion? Why can't atoms be wave-like too?
We need grounding, Professor. This is stepping into fog.
Sometimes, Bose, it's in the fog that we discover the most profound truths. Don't be afraid of new ideas, embrace them.
You're suggesting individual atoms spread out like waves, but waves can be everywhere. Particles must be somewhere.
That's the heart of duality. Particles, too, can be everywhere at once.
But if duality extends to everything, where does it all end?
Watch. Particles floating or waves swaying. Which do you see?
Still ash to me. Scattered dust particles. No magic here.
Take a gas of atoms. Let's call it a Bose gas. I hope you don't mind if I call it a Bose gas. I think the name Bose is going to really catch on.
That will be a unique honor, sir, if the name catches on.
Take atoms. Now, cool them further, further, to temperatures near absolute zero. Now for the magic. Imagine those atoms slowing until motion itself nearly stops. They touch.
Ah, like people huddling together in the cold? But hold on, Professor. Let's explore it from a different angle. Let's say that these particles do come close. They bump each other. They also repel, each with a center, a self.
But what if they are not hard points, like billiard balls, but more like soft bumps, wavelets, fuzzy in space?
Again, you're discarding precision. There is the boundary between them.
That's the point, Bose. In the quantum world, identity is fiction. Indistinguishability, your creation.
All right. Let's grant them fuzz. They surrender their separateness. Now what happens in the dead of the cold? When motion dies down, these bumps begin to merge.
Still individuals?
Maybe not. Maybe their fuzz coalesces. Like ripples blending in a pond.
And all at once, they condense, like falling through a trapdoor. Not a gradual drop, a quantum drop into unity.
And they all start singing the same note.
Wunderbar! A new state of matter.
I see it now, Professor. It's more than physics. It's everything. Perhaps one day they'll find such a state in the laboratories. But tonight we found it here, in this room. In a world of noise, they find one tone, a perfect rhythm, all alone. No longer apart, they intertwine. One wave, one dance, one shared design. What if we could condense like this? All dissolve in moments of bliss. When ego melts and fear lets go, we find the truth, all bosons know. There is no other, no need to run, only stillness. When we become one, it's not just scene or light or sound. It's people breaking battlegrounds. From caste and creed and flags we part and find the condensate of heart. Not chaos, not noise, but quiet grace. Each soul a note in a boundless space. A state of matter, a state of being, not just physics, everything. What if we could condense like this? One breath, one beat, one common wish. No lines, no borders drawn on sand, just outstretched hearts and open hands. When chaos slows and fear is done, the world will shine. When we become one.
and strong. Art and science weave their song. Old meets new in a brilliant clash of fragile optimism amidst the ash. But fear runs deep, a shadow threat, whispers of crisis in every step.
Extremes collide on cobblestone streets. Protests echo, the tension beats. Assassins strike, their past won't fade, but hope's fragile fire cannot be swayed. In clubs they laugh, they dream, they spin, for tomorrow may never begin. We dance, we sing, we chase the light through the shadowed halls of a fragile night.
Berlin, you're raw, you're bold, you're true. A kaleidoscope in every hue. In your streets, the future takes its stand.
Flame fleeting like grains of sand. Berlin, oh Berlin, your spirit won't fall. A city of dreams embracing it all.
You'd think, after the war, after all the bloodshed, that peace would bring relief. But no, fear fills the cracks that dreams leave behind.
India faces its own storms. The massacre at the Jallianwala Bagh just 6 years ago, a dark day for our nation. Women, children gathered peacefully. General Dyer gave the order. No escape, no warning. He only saw when he ran out of bullets. I keep these with me, always, to remind me.
Naked evil, brutality, greed, nationalism, that same old poison. Today you fight the British, tomorrow your neighbors, your friends.
You call it poison, but we call it cure. General Dyer wanted to break our spirit. He wanted to teach us fear, but he did the opposite.
My friend, that fire you fan has burnt countless nations, man against man. It starts with freedom, a righteous fight, but ends in shadows, consuming the light. Nationalism, it whispers sweet lies, but its embers divide, its flames despise. Oh, flame of foundation, but will you be a beacon of hope or a storm-tossed sea? Can unity rise without hate as its flame? Or will tomorrow bring ashes and blame?
Our fight is not conquest, not hate or its goal. It's a stand for dignity, justice for all. We've lived as strangers in our own land. Now we seek freedom, hand in hand. This is survival, the reclaiming of grace. Not a weapon, but a home for our race.
I hear your pain, your longing for peace. But history warms as these fires increase. Today it's freedom, tomorrow it's rage, turning friends into foes, a divided stage. Nationalism, a double-edged blade, a dangerous path for those who have strayed.
But we are bound by shared despair, not by borders or power's glare. If this is a dream of being whole, of reclaiming our people's soul,
I see your dream, but tread with care. Nationalism's fire is hard to repair. A flame that warms can just as well burn. The lessons of history we must learn. Oh, flame of foundation, what will you be? A beacon of hope or a storm-tossed sea? In the battle for freedom, wisdom must guide lest the flames of division tear us aside. The Empire's greatest weapon is not the gun, but the border. I've seen what happens when flags replace truth. From these poisoned seeds will grow a world at war, and a country split by its own reflection. I too want your freedom, Bose, but not your fury.
Then guide me with your reason, but do not ask me to extinguish this flame that wakens my country.
Then we differ, mein Freund.
And yet, both of us still believe in the truth. At least that truth has no flags.
Truth is the only homeland I never have to flee.
Then let's meet there. Our chains must break, our voices rise. This is not a conquest, it's life we prize. Nationalism for us is a shield against the tyranny we're forced to yield.